So this morning, a Democratic Congresswoman is facing federal charges. LaMonica McIver, accused of assaulting a police officer during the storming of a New Jersey ICE facility. It's the first time President Trump's DOJ has criminally charged a sitting lawmaker during his term. Pointing to this video, they say shows her shoving past DHS agents earlier this month. Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett joins us now. Greg, thanks so much for joining the program. Good morning. I want to take her being a congresswoman off the table and just the laws that were broken here and what they're saying that they're going to charge her with. It's 18 U.S. Code 111A1, assaulting, resisting, impeding certain officers and employees. That's forcibly assault, resist, opposes, impede, intimidates, or interferes with. Does she meet that?
Well, the feds say it does. The body cam footage that they have, that others haven't seen, they say shows Representative McIver committing assault under the statute. And we've all seen some of the other video. There's a lot of shoving going on. But, Lawrence, understand that assault doesn't exclusively require physical contact. It can include intimidation or threats that create a reasonable apprehension of harm to a law enforcement officer. So, her words are equally as important as her physical acts. And, of course, she's presumed innocent. She'll get her day in court. But if her defense is, as she now claims, that, I was just exercising legislative oversight, that's not going to work because lofty status as a member of Congress confers no special exemption for criminal acts. She and her fellow Democrats could have made an appointment to inspect the detention facility. That's the normal, orderly process. But instead, Homeland Security says they stormed through a gate, tried to get past security. That's when the melee occurred as officers stopped them. Democrats spent the last 4 years telling us, Lawrence, that nobody's above the law. Well, Representative McIver may find out that they were right about that.
So let's get her statement in. This is her defense. She says the charges against me are purely political. They mischaracterize and distort my actions and are meant to criminalize and deter legislative oversight. This administration will never stop me from working for the people in our district and standing up for what is right. Here's the problem. Either you're going to be a member of Congress and provide oversight, or you're going to be an activist that is trying to shove your way in. Right. And I think that's the part that is complicated here. Well, it's not really complicated, but this is what took so long for the administration to charge her. I think she crossed the line here. What do you think?
Well, they had to interview witnesses. They had to take a look at other footage that they had gathered and then make a judgment. That takes time. And, it's not just her faux defense that you just put on the screen, but it's Hakeem Jeffries. You got to laugh at that guy. He missed his calling as a comedian because he said, these charges are extreme and morally bankrupt. Well, he didn't say that about the criminal charges that were brought against President Trump. And what I find so curious here is McIver had a chance to resolve this without any criminal charges at all.
She didn't want to cooperate.
She refused. Yeah, which invites the question, Lawrence, did she want to be charged so she could continue her indignant television appearances where she fully embraces the mantle of victimhood? And I also find it curious how Democrats rarely, if ever, complained about ICE detentions and deportations during the Biden administration. There were a lot of them. And suddenly under Trump, they're apoplectic that illegals with violent criminal records are being arrested and deported.
Well, see, that's the real issue there. They're defending the wrong people. Those are criminals behind those bars, not people in search of a better life. Thanks so much for joining the program, Greg. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.